I welcome you guys to a new video, the Ding Champions League out of 16 second leg predictions, where we'll do the review of the last four games and the preview of the next four games and predictions. So we have our guests who will introduce themselves. We have Hano. How are you doing, Hano?
I'm good, bro. Oh, you are well, and Steve also.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm Steve. Newcastle fan, Strasbourg as well, and a few others from around Europe. Huge fan of Champions League. Obviously, it's the best of the best. So looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it and the video. So let's do it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Absolutely.
So first, we'll do the Champions League review. Our first match is AC Milan versus Tottenham, which ended with a 1-0 win for AC Milan. How do you guys view the match?
Yeah. So I watched both games at the same time. I got three TVs, so I was covered. I didn't pay too much attention to the AC Milan Tottenham game as in depth as the PSG Bayern, but for me, AC Milan when they scored, they to me I didn't think Spurs were going to get anything back. They didn't create any chances during the game of any significance. I think the midfield for Spurs was actually a little bit better than people probably projected it to be, with Bentancur out for all that time. Same with, no Bissouma, even though he's not been good at all for them since he signed for Tottenham from Brighton and Hove Albion. So, but for me, it was all about Milan. Just they look comfortable. They look comfortable. Spurs, to me, didn't ask any big questions. Going the other way, I think, Kalulu had a good game. I thought AC Milan's back line did well. I thought Teo Hernandez has some good moments offensively going forward as well. Overall, just a pretty strong, or not strong AC Milan performance, but a decent one. A good enough one where they neutralized Spurs completely. And I just thought Spurs kind of lacked some intensity. They didn't look really up for it for me. I don't know. They just was a bit too passive, and that's the problem with Conte's game plan for me. When they go 1-0 down, they're in trouble. Because what they want to do is sit back, score, and then just sit back the rest of the game and then hit on the counter. And then sometimes they do get those big wins, like a 3-0, a 4-0 against Palace. Sometimes they will dominate, not dominate, but they control the game if they get into that comfortable position against lesser opposition. That didn't happen, though, for AC Milan. I mean, it's Champions League heritage against, Spurs, with all due respect. So, and it showed. It really did. It was AC Milan's first knockout round game in over 10 years as well at the San Siro. So, yeah, for me, comfortable Milan win. I expect them to advance next leg. I'd be surprised if Spurs score. So that's my takeaway, really.
For me, I expected Milan to get the win.
Yes,
and really, it's at the San Siro. You'd think Milan would win. It was tougher than the scoreline suggests it was tougher, but if you look at the game, it was mostly AC Milan dominance. Spurs just sat back and couldn't fire anything forward. So yeah, no, I think expected. I expect Milan to go to beat, not to beat Spurs away, but I think they will progress, and then I expect AC Milan to get at least one goal. I don't think Spurs will get two goals.
And then so you're saying if Milan get the goal, then therefore who has to chase it, and it's Spurs. And like I just said, Spurs chasing a game. Sometimes it works out, but ultimately they have a bunch of games where they concede the first goal. They've had a bunch of games actually where they go 2-0 down. And with AC Milan, they haven't been in the greatest of form, but last I forget what they did at the weekend. No, they went to who the hell did they play on the weekend? I watched them. Not Spezia. I forget who the hell they played, but they won. It was another pretty comfortable.
Torino.
Yes.
Torino
they played Torino before Spurs. I'm talking this weekend, the past weekend.
Oh, wait. Monza.
Yeah,
Monza.
Yes, Monza. And they won, I believe 1-0. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And again, it wasn't like Milan were stunning or anything, but again, good, a good game. And actually, a guy that I want to point out on AC Milan, Malik Thiaw, the center back, he's had a very strong game. A few strong performances against Monza, clean sheet, Spurs clean sheet, Torino clean sheet. He's just kind of getting introduced into the team more under Pioli. Back three change also seems to have helped AC Milan a lot. So for me, I think they have enough to advance against Spurs. And Spurs are Spurs. Even if they score the first goal, they'll give up one. I wouldn't be very confident as a Spurs fan. They beat a horrible West Ham team on Sunday. I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, the same old West Ham agent.
Yeah, no. Less of that. At least in the Champions
We're
League.
being in the finals, Steve. No, Nick Pope. You're gonna have to carry us.
We're in trouble, man. We're in trouble. Yep. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Champions League. Oris, did you watch the AC Milan Spurs game, bro?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's classic Spurs, isn't it? I mean, how you letting a rubbish Milan are rubbish form-wise. I mean, their squad is good. I like their squad, but form-wise, they've been rubbish. And for me, Spurs just have to turn it around. But I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will either.
Yeah. I don't think Chelsea will turn around.
Chelsea ain't turning nothing around either, bro.
Oh my God.
That's the thing about the Premier League, bro. That's the thing about some of these Premier League fans. They talk so much crap about the leagues outside of the Premier League that they're like so much better. Yeah, financially you've got a hell of a lot more money, but do you spend the money better? Mm-hmm. Like, are they actually as good as is perceived? I think the Premier League, pound for pound, you probably have the strongest collection of teams in a top division in the world.
Yeah, we got a stupid owner called Todd Bowley. He's flipping.
But bro, the problem is I don't actually think when they play head to head, it's like I'm not actually that impressed by English teams. People make it out like the Premier League are winning Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League every single year. That's the vibe I get. That it's just the Premier League is so much better. It is, but it's not by a huge margin. Lyon knocked out Man City. Monaco did the same thing to them in the Champions League as well. Napoli have destroyed Liverpool. I mean, they're Eintracht Frankfurt. Went through Barca. I mean, like the leagues outside of England and the teams, the strong ones, deserve respect still.
Yeah, man, like Dortmund, man. Dortmund deserve respect, man. Like,
nah, bro. They were 18. No, they don't deserve respect. They will fall off soon. But yeah, next game. What's the next game, Kyle?
Or Kyle, what's your thoughts on the Spurs Milan game, bro?
Well, for me, I thought it was going to be a 2-1 win for AC Milan.
Yeah.
Because it being like Tottenham's bad form at that time.
Yeah.
And they somehow proved me right.
Yeah. I mean, away from home, Spurs are very bad too. And they're not used to the actual good atmosphere. A lot of Premier League grounds, they don't have really that great of an atmosphere. They don't got
Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't have freaking guys singing and chanting 90 minutes and smoke bombs and flares.
Chelsea.
Yeah, they have that lame shit. So I mean, Spurs would
And
be
United.
intimidated.
You don't have
United, mate.
players.
Mate, United for me has probably been.
You only got the straight.
Man
in
United,
the
Man United got good atmosphere for big games. That's it.
No. Listen, you're a Newcastle fan, so this is atmosphere for me. It's been very good for every game, not just big games. Every game.
You only got the strength in the rest of the.
It's because you know what? Ten Hag's proven me right, man. I told you guys, when I win the league, man, he's proven me right. There's still doubters like Hull Deep saying, no.
I think he's manager of the season, but this is a Champions League show. We'll talk about you next year in the UCL.
Yeah, if Kyle does Europa League, then yeah, because I don't know why he decided to Champions League when United aren't even in it, mate.
Yeah. Is what it is. But yeah, we could. Yeah. No, yeah. Any other thoughts, Kyle, or you want to move on, bro?
I'll move on to the next game.
All right, what we got?
The next game is PSG versus Bayern Munich.
Oh.
They ended with Bayern Munich win of 1-0. So,
It's just so bad, man. This PSG fan, I see United fans saying, "Get me Mbappe, please bring him."
Traps.
Mbappe, no, not traps. Just some. There's a lot of United fans on Twitter, man. It's just Twitter. It's not even just anyone from or something, but Twitter people, they have zero ball knowledge because Mbappe, he's not going to do anything. Listen, hear me out right now, yeah. I'd rather sign two new competent midfielders than before signing a striker because we don't provide service. But I know we're talking about something else. But PSG, I think they're going to lose again, man. Honestly, I think it's going to be 2-0 by Munich.
Mbappe wasn't the problem in the game, though. Bro was on the pitch for 25, 30 minutes, and he was the best player in PSG. I know he didn't score the equalizer, and that's what you expect out of Mbappe and all that. He had a goal offside, but for me, Paris Saint-Germain, they approached the game completely wrong by basically just, submitting, backing off for the first 70 minutes of the game. It was all Bayern. They controlled midfield, created chances, and they could have scored even more. Donnarumma had at least 3 or 4 really good saves. Sergio Ramos was the only PSG player for me that actually, put in a respectable performance. Vitinha, sloppy. Warren Zaire-Emery was okay, but he's a fucking kid. So it's like...
I don't know if you guys saw the game, but the cameraman, they were annoying Ramos so much, man. Oh, that was so funny. Like, just pushing them away. And, I think Bayern Munich's going to win this, man.
Yeah, PSG. No Neymar for the second leg. He got injured yesterday against.
He's injured because it's just his birthday soon, anyway. So.
Nah. Injury.
It's just his birthday soon. So listen, we all know whenever Neymar's just his birthday soon, he likes. There's always a special injury there. But listen, I just think there's some problems in the dressing room, man. There is really. It's not just like this ain't normal because this happened last season. It happened the season before. There's always dressing room problems with PSG, man. Especially when it comes to Champions League and even like League One matches. Because remember they lost to Monaco, 3-1, something like that.
Yep, Monaco, and then in the Coupe de France they lost 2-1 to Olympique de Marseille.
And the last one to win that trophy was Pochettino. So listen, there's clearly problems. Seeing that Neymar plays poker. Apparently, after the Champions League game, he went to play poker with his friend's house, and then
exactly. He wasted his career. Injury screwed him over, yeah. But the attitude he has and the application, and he should have done so much more. He could have, possibly, without the injuries. But yeah, the off the field stuff, it's always a just a mess with Neymar. So and Paris Saint-Germain, they should be moving on from Neymar. They should be moving on from Messi. But that's not how they have this Galactico policy at Paris Saint-Germain. But they don't actually have any Galacticos outside of that front three and Donnarumma and Ramos. Mukiele was a good signing, but he's injured.
Yeah,
I really like Hakimi. Really like Hakimi, but couldn't do anything yesterday. Last week. So Nuno Men also got injured yesterday for against Lille, and Neymar did too. So now Juan Bernat, an old, washed-up Juan
It's
Bernat.
so bad, man.
Yeah,
Goodness.
yeah. So they're in trouble. Paris Saint-Germain. They're in trouble. I do think Bayern advanced probably 2 or 3-0. Not even. I don't give PSG a puncher's chance. They're gonna have to score the first goal, and it's gonna have to be Messi carrying them because Ekitike is not the answer. Mbappe also. If he scores, then you always got a chance with Mbappe. You always do. But for me, Bayern are just they're the better team. They're the better team. Kimmich, Pavard, who won't be around the second leg. You got Alphonso Davies, probably the best left back in the world. Alphonso Davies is tremendous. You've got Choupo-Moting will score you goals. You got Musiala, who's fantastic. Sane, the depth in the wing positions. Fantastic. Gnabry, Sane, Kingsley Coman, who scored the goal against his former side again 3 times. So for me, Bayern are just a more complete and well put together squad inside than Paris Saint-Germain. So
the coach is incredible, man.
Yeah, he's good managing. Some bumps in the road for Bayern this year, yeah, but overall, I expect Bayern to swiftly move on against Paris Saint-Germain. But you never know with Messi and Mbappe. Those are the shining hopes, so we'll see.
They should progress. Like PSG really wanted a chance in this tie. They should have won 2 or 3-0 in the first leg.
Yeah, man, because it was their home game. That's how they performed in a home game, bro. It was not impressive at all. Not impressive at all.
What's he putting up? Hang on.
So.
Oh, PowerPoint and that.
But yeah. Wow.
For me, I thought Bayern will win, of course, the game. Just obvious.
Whose screen is that?
Huh?
Is that Kyle's screen?
That's Kyle's screen, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, sorry, Kyle.
I think considering they have the best defense in the world, and PSG is just this organized attack. Yeah. So the next game.
Yeah.
The next game is
Benfica. Benfica's the next game.
Yeah, Club Brugge.
And like Scott Parker, Hey. Who would have thought Scott Parker managing in the Champions League game?
Rubbish appointment, really. I watched them yesterday. They played their rival Cercle Bruges. There is another team from Bruges in Belgium, Cercle Bruges. And they drew 1-1. Cercle Bruges scored first, and then Club Bruges responded, but it was 1-1, and Cercle Bruges actually were the much better side. It was the same thing with Club Bruges and Benfica. The same thing. For me, it was like Benfica had a really, really good first half. Really good first half. Had a few glaring chances to score. João Mario in particular had a really good game. So, a lot of work for Club Brugge to do. I don't see them advancing. And in terms of predictions, they'll easily get past Club Brugge. They'll probably beat. I think Benfica will probably win about 3-0 at home. So for me, Scott Parker's not a very good manager. I don't know. It was a PR move for me why he was hired in the first place anyways. I don't rate him as a manager at all. Less said the better about him. But my boys Benfica. I do like Benfica. I support them too. So I was happy with the results and all that good shit. So for me it's nice to have them in the round of 16 and, looks like a pretty comfortable, advance. So, feeling good. Gonzalo Ramos also scored in the 88th minute. So he's been kind of out of form lately, actually. But good for him to get the goal back. And Frederick Arsenis, another Norwegian player for Benfica, had a really good game as well. They're not missing Enzo Fernandez very much. They're in pretty. They're post World Cup, post selling Enzo, they've been winning games. Still, they only have Benfica actually only have one loss the entire season in all competitions, and that was to Braga. Was right after the World Cup ended. So one loss for Benfica in the entire season so far, and it's February. So that's including Champions League. That's including, the Portuguese Cup and the Portuguese League Cup, because they have one of those. So, yeah, Benfica are a terrific side. I think they could go really far in the Champions League. They did it last year. Nearly got to a semifinal. But, yeah, Liverpool's just a bit too much of a drop-off. But, they honestly, yeah, Benfica, easy, comfortable win for the most part. So, yeah.
I expected Club Rouge to get a result out of this. I expected a bit more from them. I thought Benfica, like you said, they weren't affected with the Enzo thing. I thought they would be. But, yeah, no, Benfica are going to progress easily unless they have a massive collapse. And, yeah, Benfica still undefeated in Champions League. But you say Benfica. I looked at Porto's results.
Yeah.
And they in the Champions League they have lost twice.
Yeah.
And lost once in the league. I don't know about the League Cup, but they're also up there. They've been on fire this season, Porto.
Yeah, Porto have been good as well. Yeah, definitely. But Benfica have been so good. It's a case of, an easy example would be Man City.
No. Don't know what's happened there. Carl, just take off the StreamYard comment there below.
The what?
The StreamYard comment, this thing there.
Yeah, because you can't see my, yeah. Yeah, you just gotta click the comment off.
Yeah.
Oh. How'd you do that?
You just click on the go to comments and then just click it. And then it'll go away. There you go. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, Benfica were you're right. Porto are actually having a pretty good year. But Benfica just been, another level.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how both the Portuguese teams do. Portuguese teams, they've for a few years Benfica weren't that great in the Champions League. They finished bottom of a group, I think about 4 years ago, and they or 5 actually. It was about 5 years ago. They were in a group and they're just awful, woeful. So they've been doing progressively better in European competitions. So yeah, Portuguese league is a strong league. That they've got some serious talent from all around. So yeah.
Yeah. Next game, I think we should skip the next game. That was.
No, let's definitely talk about it, bro.
No. I think we need to skip.
The next game is Dortmund versus Chelsea. This is why my guy is saying that we skip Chelsea's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we should. Like, honestly, we should
No.
Oh,
Nah.
you're getting a Dortmund shit, aren't you?
But considering Chelsea impressed me, it could have been worse. It could have been 3-1 win for Dortmund.
No. Look, we had our chances. Don't know how we didn't score. We lost. There were some positives to take, and then of course the weekend we'll know what's happened. But
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah,
What happened?
Yeah, tell us.
we lost again. We lost again. I'm not gonna say.
Oh,
It was against Southampton.
Yeah, I believe it was Southampton away, so a tough match.
Everyone, not all teams can beat Southampton though.
Uh,
Like
True,
Man City.
City also lost to them, so I think we. So
Southampton have done the double over Chelsea. Fun fact:
Oh, they've done.
the double.
yeah,
They did the double. Remember when Tuchel was still around, bro?
Yeah.
now what's the other two?
Yeah, you lost 3-1, I think, at Southampton at Saints in like August.
They lost 3-1.
No, I think no.
Oh,
two,
that was
though.
this year. That was definitely this year. It was.
It was last year, but I don't know if it was on a. I think it was on a Potter.
It was part of this season.
Yeah, definitely.
You're right. Calendar year, yeah, it was 2022 because it was August. No, that was under Tuchel. That was I think 2 or 3 games before Dinamo Zagreb when he got sacked. I'll look it up.
Mm,
That was under Tuchel. So the Southampton 2-1, they won 2-1. Then you played West Ham, you beat them 2-1, and then you lost to Dinamo Zagreb. Then Tuchel was sacked.
uh,
There you go. But people say people, who was your man of the match, Hano?
has to be Felix. That guy, he's on smoke. He's on literal smoke.
Yeah.
Has to be him. Don't know how he didn't score, but yeah.
Gregor Kobel for me had a good game. Defensively, Dortmund are starting to really, really impress me. And honestly, that's been that. But what's crazy is that's been their Achilles heel for a very long time. But it seems like Edin Terzic is kind of turning a corner with them a bit because they're becoming a more well drilled side and they can hit on the break really, really well. So for me, Dortmund, I think they're advancing second leg. I think they can keep a clean. If Southampton can keep a clean sheet against Chelsea, then Dortmund, who have now won 8 straight games, 6 of those I believe have been clean sheets as well.
Yeah.
I don't see Chelsea advancing. I just don't.
Also,
I think Dortmund are the better team. Would you agree, Hano?
his
On
opinion.
paper, not, but
Yeah, on
they're better.
paper, on paper, definitely Chelsea have the better name. Yeah.
But
But if you actually look, if what we saw, you can't say that, the winning team is worse.
yeah, no,
For me, I always that's one thing that I'm always consistent about. If you win the game, I don't care if the other team has 99% possession. If that 1% possession, you score a goal and you win 1-0, well, that team with 99% possession have 99 excuses that they can throw around, as to why they didn't score. But it don't matter, bro. You lost. You're not the better team on the day because for me, the better team is the one who scores more goals because the team who wins is better than the team who loses. That's, kind of, that's how I view it. Like performance-wise, yeah, Chelsea, you could say they were a little bit better than Dortmund, but no goals. That for me, that's been that. And you know what? That's an issue with Potter that happened at Brighton as well. They created a lot of chances. They created a lot of chances with Brighton. But they'll go through these winless runs where they would either draw 0-0 or 1-1. A lot of 1-1s under Potter at Brighton because the finishing just wasn't there. They didn't score goals. So,
and yeah,
do you want Potter sacked?
Yeah, no, get him out.
Who would you bring in?
King Carlo.
Carlo Ancelotti?
Yeah, get him in.
That might have to be after the season, though. I mean, if Real Madrid get embarrassed in these next few games, maybe they'll sack him. But
No, but I consider that the manager will not be wanting to manage a mid-table team next season.
Yeah.
It will be better off him managing like a team like Brazil, a national team.
Yeah. Hano, do you think Chelsea are playing Champions League next year?
Nah,
No
I was
chance.
hopeful, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them qualifying for European football. Do you think they'll qualify?
They'll get Europa League.
They
Yeah.
will get.
They'll finish like 6th, maybe, at best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
For me, I see them qualifying for Conference League.
If we get conference, I'd rather we not play in any Europe.
Nah, bro, but you could be the first ever team to win the 3 of the European trophies, though.
To complete the whole set, every set.
That's what Lugo.
Exactly, yeah, bro. That's the thing, bro. Like,
But
it's better. Would you rather win a trophy or not win a trophy?
yeah, if you say it like that, then
Exactly. If I'm offering you the Europa Conference League or nothing, you got to take that.
Yeah,
and honestly, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing if you don't win that and if you go in it because you'd probably be favorites. You'd probably be favorites.
Yeah, they will be.
So, yeah, I don't know. For me, I would let go of Potter too, because it's like you could still save your season. You could, if you brought in a better manager or something, you could go on a crazy run and win the Champions League. You could.
Yeah.
But what?
You could. You really could, because you've done it 2 times. 2 times you've sacked a manager in season and brought in someone, and then you won it. If you could win in 2011-12, you could do now. But yeah, for me, Potter, you can't beat Southampton. You can't beat Southampton at home. Winless in 10 games, 2 wins out of 15. Players lack a lot of intensity to me. I don't know. I don't think they're vibing with Graham Potter at all. So that's kind of how I see it. But
the thing is, he's a good coach. I think he still has
yeah.
But it just doesn't fit with us. Some clubs it just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I agree, bro. 100%.
I want him out, but I don't know. Like if we have to sack him, let's say we sack him next week after the Tottenham game. I don't know who we get in, who's available. Honest, I just don't know who. Maybe bring back.
You wouldn't want Pochettino.
No.
But I mean, he is an upgrade on Potter. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, but
he is by far.
He is an upgrade. That's the other thing that's concerning for Potter and why I'd be nervous as hell if I was him, because it's like he's setting such a low bar that almost any decent manager would do better than him. So
yeah, no.
But yeah,
definitely.
Champions League predictions. What we got?
First game we got Liverpool versus Real Madrid, the repeat of the Champions League final.
Yes.
So what are your guys' thoughts?
So
what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So for me, obviously, I watched both these guys at the weekend. Liverpool were very clinical against Newcastle, my guys. So we made a bunch of errors in the game, but Liverpool were the better side. We had a strong performance. We defensively we put them in a bit of trouble a few times, but it don't matter. We didn't win, so I don't take anything out of it. But for me, Liverpool. There's still we've seen this, bro. We've seen this all before, where they go and win a game And then Liverpool are back. Liverpool were back after beating Bournemouth 9-0. Liverpool were back when they beat Napoli 1-0. Liverpool were back when they beat Man City 1-0. Liverpool were back when they beat. They had that 4-game winning run. Liverpool were back when they beat Rangers 7-1 or whatever. Like that. I just named 4 or 5 occasions. I just named a bunch of times where Liverpool, you think, oh, they're out of this slump finally, and then they never get out of it. They just got, they're too flip flop, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So for me, I agree with your prediction, Kyle. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go 2-1. As for the Real Madrid side of things, in my opinion, I thought that they played Osasuna on Saturday. I watched that game, not super intensely or anything like that, but I paid attention to it relatively. So for me, that Vinicius Jr. versus Trent Alexander-Arnold, huge matchup there. For me, Real Madrid are just the better side, and they've had their inconsistencies as well, but we all know Real Madrid in the Champions League is bigger, better, faster, stronger, more titles than anyone else. This is UCL heritage. Even Liverpool in their greatest of days for Champions League, the 05, comeback against AC Milan. Like, even that's only one time. Real Madrid have done this multiple times where they have, comebacks and great moments in the Champions League. They are the Champions League, man. So for me, I'll go Real Madrid. But I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Liverpool can squeak out like a 1-0 or something. But I am gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-1.
I think it's more 50-50 than before the Everton game.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think Real Madrid, they still a bit inconsistent because before the World Cup they had a few mad results.
Yeah.
And we're saying Liverpool are back, but I'm just looking at them because to see 2 wins on the bounce now, 2 good performances.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do against Madrid. At home, you got the crowd. You most likely at least want to win or draw. Mostly want to win, but they will settle for a draw against Madrid at home. They will settle for that. But Madrid, I think, just have that tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Just because, like you said, Champions League, they win it. So I think 2-1 Madrid too.
They have a better midfield too. That's the other thing. Henderson and Milner are terrible. Naby Keita injury prone, and I'm not hugely impressed with them. Thiago, injury prone. Very, very good player, obviously. But yeah, for me, Liverpool, they still got problems at the back. Because like I said, we exposed them on Saturday on a few occasions. We just didn't put the ball in the net. That was the key problem on Saturday when we hosted them at St. James's Park. So, but yeah, Real Madrid, 4 wins on the bounce, 5 wins out of their last 6. I'll go Real Madrid for me.
Yeah, and news on Liverpool.
They're not.
The owners have came out and said they will not sell the club.
That's what they said.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, it was breaking news. I think like about an hour ago. I saw that.
Yeah,
that is goddamn hilarious.
Especially
bro, they thought they were getting Qatari money. They thought they were gonna be the next big thing. Nah, man, you stuck with FSG.
I also think United being like up for sale has also slowed down their takeover.
That's true. I've always thought that too. I've always had that thought. I'm like, it is interesting having Liverpool and Man United. But you know what I think? I don't know why they'd be why they would be canceling it, because it's like, if when or if Man United gets sold, then those people who missed out on buying Manchester United, you'd think that they might
come
have
for
some
Liverpool.
interest in buying Liverpool. Like Qatar.
With Qatar, Liverpool don't want to give a full sale. That's why Qatar went to United. So at the end of the day, if Liverpool fans want FSG out, they need to have a right protest.
Yeah.
They need to do what Newcastle fans did to get their own out.
Mm-hmm. We battled like hell to get Mike Ashley out. With Liverpool, I see it online, but at games, I don't see no FSG out banners. I don't see none of that. If they actually want FSG out, they gotta make it loud and clear.
Yeah,
the online people like some YouTube content creators, like this is like Hussam on This Is Football. He does not like FSG at all. Infield Agenda, Craig and Patty Murphy, they're both dead against FSG. So those guys. But then this is the thing with all the fan bases. Then you've just got fans who want to get exclusives with the club, so they will never be critical of the club because they want to get an exclusive interview and they want to get they want to get on Sky Sports and all this just sucking up. It's pathetic. So, but yeah, is what it is.
Right.
What teams do you
There's a
get?
comment.
Okay.
There's a comment written what? Yeah.
All right, so I'll
So
start.
what team do you support?
Yes, so Newcastle, RC Strasbourg from France, Benfica, Shakhtar Donetsk, Bayern München, Lazio in Italy, and CF Montreal in Major League Soccer, and a few more. But my main three are Newcastle, Strasbourg, Lazio, and CF Montreal. So
yeah, and and my team is in 10th. In 10th in a prem. So if you know, then you know.
Anna, where are you from, bro?
South Africa.
South Africa. Do you like Kaizer Chiefs or any South African club? No.
I don't watch it, but my team is Kaizer Chiefs. But I don't really watch South African football.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
But next game is Frankfurt Napoli. I think we can move on.
This is a game. This is a fucking game.
Yeah. You said you expect I score. I'm going low scoring. I'm going low scoring.
Why? Just because people might be anticipating it, so you think it might.
No. I don't watch that predictions or anything. I just think Frankfurt, they have a good home record.
Yes, very good.
And Napoli, we have seen what they have done. I don't know about their away record, but they are good.
They're fine away from home.
Yeah. Napoli, they are a good team. Seen what they've done in the Serie A. They're 15 points ahead.
Yeah, they are taking that. They're taking Serie A by storm, and for them it's all about we've seen this before with Napoli where they start off the first half on fire, the first half of the season on fire, but then the fire starts to fade out the second half of the season. It don't look like that this time. It really doesn't, because it's a brand new core at Napoli. Brand new core. The core now is Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, Kim Min-jae, those kind of guys, and some other guys on top. Zambo Anguissa, fantastic footballer. Same thing with Tenga Ndombele, Piotr Zielinski, and then for me, the most underrated of all of them is Stanislav Lobotka. Really good footballer, technical ability, good at picking passes out, moving the play forward. Very good player. I really like. I really like both fullbacks as well. The fullback options that Napoli have in terms of Oliveira, the Uruguayan off the left, or they can also have off the right. It's obviously Giovanni Di Lorenzo, who's again a fantastic player. So, but if we're looking at the Eintracht Frankfurt side of things, again, a really good side. They're coming off of, they got beaten up by FC Köln, drew with Bayern and drew with Freiburg, but they beat Hertha Berlin a few weeks ago, 3-0. Then beat Darmstadt 4-2 in the DFB Pokal. Great performance at home. And then recently at the weekend, they played against Werder Bremen, a solid performance. Defensively, really, stout, and they scored the goals clinically. Good performance. Bring Carlo Ancelotti.
King Carlo. But yeah, no, I think for me, I just think those two teams are, because Frankfurt are at home, it's so well matched.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Frankfurt giving them the home advantage, and they're pretty decent. Frankfurt, like, to be first in the Bundesliga for them is big. Usually they just below sixth place, fighting for sixth. So being in that top six is big for them, and I think can really show what they can do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 1-1.
I'm going 3-3.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it'll be the best game that we see this week in the Champions League. I think it's going to be a barnstormer. But yeah, I'll go 3-3. Because Frankfurt can score goals, Napoli can as well. Like you said, the Deutsche Bank Park Stadion and those fans, Eintracht Frankfurt, for me, they have the best fans in you could say the world. You could argue the world. Those fans for Frankfurt, unbelievable. They're gonna have an amazing tifo set up. They're gonna have flares and fireworks and all this crazy shit going on, and they throw the biggest and baddest parties. For their beloved Eintracht Frankfurt. So it's going to be, in terms of atmosphere, it's going to be, the best out of any of these games, I think. So, but yeah, so much excitement. I mean, again, Osimhen versus Randall Kolo Muani, who, by the way, is having Randall Kolo Muani this year has been outrageously good. He's got 2 goals in the Champions League out of 6 games played. In the Bundesliga is the leading goal contributor with 10 goals, 10 assists as well. Daichi Kamada having a fantastic year as well. Oliver Glasner is, sensational manager. Really is. So, Jibril Sow as well in midfield, strong presence. Kevin Trapp, good goalkeeper. Indika, Lindstrom. And even Mario Götze, he's having a pretty decent season as well. I also like, their fullback options. Christopher Lenz is all right. I like Ansgar Nauf as well. So yeah, for me, Frankfurt, they've got a good team. But what Frankfurt do have to be careful of is Chucha, their Brazilian center back, is a bit mistake prone at times. So we will need to look out for that. But yeah, this is a really good Frankfurt team. I'm very impressed with them. And I think the addition of Philippe Max off the left as well, adds a lot of pace and power off that left side. Good crosses in. Aurelio Buta off the right, same sort of deal. So for me, Frankfurt, it's a good game. Really, really good game. Like I said, I think it'll be the best Champions League game this week. More people should be paying attention to it. It's just a shame that the goddamn Liverpool Real Madrid game's on at the same time because everybody's going to be focused on that game. But yeah, for me, I'm going to be watching Frankfurt Napoli, paying a hell of a lot more attention than the Real Madrid Liverpool. But I'll have both on. So is what it is. Oh, so Ravada's asking me Newcastle. I support Newcastle United. Newcastle United. And if I had to choose one team, Ravata, if I had to choose one team, it would be RC Strasbourg. It would be Strasbourg. That is my number one favorite team.
Why?
Yes. Because I'm Alsatian. So I have ancestry from the northeast region of France. So that's where Strasbourg is, in the Alsace-Lorraine region of France. So that's why I support Strasbourg. So yeah, but up the fucking Magpies. We just gotta stop drawing and losing. The one.
This game, do we really have to talk about it?
This is a
I think
good game.
I think it's going to be tough because City aren't on the best.
Yeah,
But I just expect City to win.
I'm taking Leipzig. 2-1. Because for me, I watched them. I watched both of these teams at the weekend. RB Leipzig played not Mainz. Who the hell did they play against? I'd have to look. I have to look it up. But talking about Man City, talking about the Man City side of things. Once I regather my thoughts about Leipzig, for me,
I played Wolfsburg.
yes, they played Wolfsburg away. That's right. I remember. Yes, I did watch that game. I did. For me, Man City Forest. I watched that game. Nottingham Forest defensively were tremendous. They set up a really, really very well thought out tactical game plan for this game against Man City. Defended deep and resolute and cut off a lot of service to Erling Haaland and forced Man City. They needed that extra bit of pace and a bit of drive, but just didn't really seem to be there for City. So for me, I am going to go Leipzig 2-1 because they're in good form. It's a home game. Leipzig winning 3-0 against Wolfsburg. They did lose 2-1 to Union Berlin, drew with Köln as well. But usually at home, they're a very formidable side. They usually score about 2 or 3 goals at home. And Man City defensively, that's their big problem. That's their big problem for me. Man City defensively. You can get at their back line, 100%. So give me Leipzig 2-1 win. Absolutely.
Yeah, fair enough.
Inter Milan Porto. I got no clue what for this game.
I got Porto.
I think I might go draw. Oh my God. This is a tough one because Inter, they could drop stupid points to teams that they shouldn't be dropping points to. Sampdoria, who are in the bottom 3 in Serie A, horrible side. No attacking prowess whatsoever. They got a 0-0 at the San Siro. So, but then they can go beat Napoli 1-0. So, Inter are just too up and down for me. They've hit a little bit more consistently lately, but Porto are no pushovers whatsoever. So I think I'm gonna go with 1-1. I'm gonna go 1-1. But Porto are a good side. If I had to pick a winner, I'd say Porto. But I'm gonna go draw. I'm gonna go 1-1 draw for me.
I'm gonna say 2-1 Porto. I think
I don't blame you.
Inter, they've been a bit iffy at times,
Yeah.
and I think Porto, they look good, really look good. I think they
Agreed.
do it.
Agreed. And like we were talking about earlier with Benfica, these Portuguese teams are picking up their form in the overall European competitions. So yeah, for me, I'll go 1-1. And I think I am going 1-1 also just because I feel like we picked a lot of wins and losses, and I think there is eventually going to be a draw in one of these. So I'll go with a draw this game. And it would to me, I don't know. Just kind of see that happening. But for me, it's all about if Lautaro Martinez can link up with Dzeko effectively, can Barella set the tempo in midfield, Skriniar and Bastoni as well with the long balls. Can they catch Porto out in transition possibly? But Porto defensively are pretty good. So this is going to be it's a very tough game. Very tough game. I will go draw. I'll go a draw. I think that sounds about right.
For me, I'll go for a win.
Porto, by the way, actually have won. This is crazy. They have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11 straight games. They've won 11 straight games in all competitions. It's all Portuguese teams, fine. But they haven't lost a game since they lost to Benfica in October. In October. They're 2 points behind Benfica. That's it in the Liga Portugal. Albeit Benfica, we got a game in hand on them. Fucking scumbags. But they're Porto are a good side. They really are. Taremi is goal scoring form for him is slowed down, but I really like Evan Nielsen. I really like Ochavio, Pepe, the midfielder Pepe, not the center back. Marco Grujic, Liverpool reject, he's doing really well. Steven Eustachio for Canada, again, strong form. I'm trying to remember if I watched them this weekend or not. I don't think I watched them play Rio Ave, but sometimes I get to watch the Portuguese games, sometimes I don't. It depends if it's on the channel, on Gold TV. But yeah, Porto, 11 straight games they've won, so.
Madness.
Beat Inter, yeah. So actually, you know what? I am going to change. I'll go 1-0 Porto. I'll go 1-0 Porto.
Up the Portuguese.
That coefficient, bro. Portuguese UEFA coefficient. It's going up. It's it's crazy, but
Okay.
yeah, man.
Okay, I'd like to thank you guys for joining the stream.
No problem.
I'm sure you have another stream to join. That's a wrap. So I'll see you guys sooner or later.
Oh yeah, bro. Peace out.
Peace.